to believe that this particular picture is just over a year ago now, the very last time that we saw our wonderful monarch, Her Majesty the Queen, Queen Elizabeth II, on the balcony at Buckingham Palace. Throughout all the pain, she braved it to wave to all of her people, her subjects, as they were called in the old days. And didn't she look great? Could you see the redness in her eyes, though? She clearly knew that this could possibly be the very last time that she would stand there and wave goodbye to everybody that had supported her for over 70 years and beyond. An amazing woman, I'm sure you'll agree. But as ever with Her Majesty the Queen, she left behind a wonderful legacy. And one for me was the beautiful pictures of the corgis, sadly, on the day of her funeral. They looked very bereft, very lost, like so many people were. But, I was kind of looking into this and I didn't realize that this particular love of that particular breed went back so far, because the Queen and Princess Margaret first got corgis way back in 1933. This was because their father, King George, was being nattered, harassed, all of that sort of stuff, because the two young princesses wanted a dog. They wanted something, that they could call their own. Now, the original idea, I think, was for Yorkshire Terriers, because the King and, of course, the Queen felt, well, this could be kind of easy for them to manage, nothing too big. Let's not forget there were already plenty of police dogs in and around royal palaces, but they were highly trained and way too large for Margaret and Elizabeth to look after. So the King suggested corgis. Now, the picture that you're looking at here was taken in 1948 by the society photographer Barron. And this was to celebrate the wedding anniversary of the King and the Queen. And he wanted to be pictured with one of Elizabeth's favourite corgis, really just as a sentimental piece. It's a very evocative picture, I'm sure you'll agree. But right until the end of her life, Queen Elizabeth absolutely adored her corgis. Not everybody got on very well with them. According to a very good source, Fergie, the Duchess of York, really did manage to, well, form a bond with them, while other members of the royal family, like Tim Lawrence, were very frightened of the corgis dashing out. But as we saw even in the last year of Her Majesty's life, and we saw Candy, one of her favourite corgis, coming in during a meeting about the Platinum Jubilee. They were literally there for snacks. The Queen knew that and basically said, I know why you've called, it's not to see me. But of course, the Queen and corgis were, well, hand in hand. Everybody saw them as a combination, a winning combination. She absolutely adored her animals. People say people say that she wasn't too keen on cats, but that's not true. She did like cats, but her first love, obviously, were her corgis. And I just wanted to share that story with you because I wasn't aware that this particular love of that particular breed had started so early in the princess's life. Now, they often say, don't they, a dog is man's best friend. Well, in the case of Her Majesty, it was also a queen's best friend too. She openly said that she had many conversations while walking the grounds of her palaces, going through ideas, speeches, and what she was planning to do in the, future. Big meetings, events, balls, that sort of stuff. Well, I bet they kept her secrets. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.